Good evening, Southwest New Brunswick. I'm Vicki Hogarth, and here's what's happening in our part of the world. The third installation of DeBauer Food and Film Festival at the Algonquin took place over the weekend. One of the highlights of the festival was Saturday's chowder competition, featuring 5 different chefs from across the Maritimes and the East Coast of the United States. DeBauer Executive Director and Chef Michael Howell competed in the chowder face-off, where he gave us a couple of pointers on how to make a perfect chowder.
Way too many people make chowder way too thick. It's too gloopy, it's thickened with flour. So my chowder today is very thin, it's almost like a broth, right? So not too thick, and use bacon whenever possible.
The Algonquin was the defending chowder champ, and after the votes were counted from all those who attended, the Algonquin was crowned the victor again for 2019. Well deserved. Sunbury Shores kicked off the gallery's exhibition season with 2 art openings on Friday. Painter Dan Shu is a classically trained ink and wash artist, a technique she brought with her to Canada when she emigrated to St. John 19 years ago. Now a Canadian citizen, Shu is proud to use the technique from her roots to capture the beauty of her adopted country.
I learned a lot from the nature of our New Brunswick. I show people how beautiful it is.
Fredericton artist Ralph Simpson's work is on display in the adjoining Harbour Gallery. A lifelong lover of nature, Simpson developed his passion for weaving after retiring from a career in forestry. His in-depth understanding of the local natural landscape inspires all of his creations, from the design to the materials.
Travel around doing residencies in different parts of the world and learning techniques of basketry from other people and bringing it home and trying to use the fibers that I find locally.
If this past week is any indication that summer is on its way, the excitement is also met with equal parts concern for many businesses looking to hire summer staff. Although St. Andrews has had a long history of a housing shortage for seasonal workers, that problem is only growing as the vacation rental industry evolves.
There's been a housing shortage for seasonal and young workers. Some of the apartments and rooms that were formerly available have been converted to things like Airbnb, and what was already a short inventory of a housing supply has shrunken even further.
To ensure they are able to attract workers from across Canada, for the summer, Kingsbrae Garden has decided to tackle the housing crisis head-on by acquiring a 10-unit rental building at 22 Douglas Avenue.
We have employees when we go to job fairs in Ontario that say they're willing to come to St. Andrews, but their number one question is, well, where do we live? And now we have a solution in place.
After much speculation, the St. Stephen Aces have sadly been sold. The new owners are moving the Junior A team to Fredericton for the 2019-2020 season. Despite hundreds of fans congregating at the Garceland Centre to show their support at any given game night, the Aces will now be known as the Fredericton Junior Red Wings. Despite a valiant community effort led by Mayor Alan McEachran to find interested local buyers, the team is leaving Charlotte County for good. High Tides in St. Stephen celebrated Record Store Day this past Saturday by inviting 5 different maritime music acts to play their new location on King Street. Visitors perused the store's impressive vinyl collection while enjoying the performances, including sets by 13-year-old St. Stephen musician Jonas Hatt.
Amazing, yeah. All day it's been steady, packed in there. It's nice. The new location's quite a bit bigger, so we were able to fill it, and there's been 25 to 30 people all day long, constantly.
The massive turnout to High Tide's grand reopening on Record Store Day is proof that Charlotte County truly loves to show its support for local businesses and talents alike. The event was a good reminder that although Charlotte County lost the Aces this week, the real blow belongs to the Aces who lost Charlotte County. Our community spirit is unsurpassable. That's all the news I have for you. For more stories, follow us on Facebook at CHCO.TV.
A news and public affairs production of CHCO-TV, New Brunswick's only source for independent community television.